Marrying into wealth may seem like an instant passport to high society, but it's important to understand that this is merely the beginning of your journey into the elite circle. Gaining entry does not automatically grant acceptance or access to the social and cultural capital that comes with long-standing elite status. The assets and social standing of a wealthy spouse, their money, their family's legacy, and their exclusive connections are not immediately transferred to you upon saying "I do." These resources remain distinctly theirs, protected often by prenuptial agreements and governed by family trusts and stipulations that clearly delineate ownership.
Anybody's going to have a prenuptial agreement these days.
I have a serious prenup before.
Prenup. It's been drilled into my head since I was 5 years old. Prenup.
Join us as we explore the dual paths to becoming a celebrated member of high society, complete with real-life examples and actionable advice. First way, your best choice is to find a man who is very capable of distributing his wealth. In order to do that, he is a self-made man who made all the money himself, or he is a principal heir to his family's fortune. By marrying someone like this, you can solely focus your energies on him, aligning yourself closely with his life and goals. This concentrated effort on your part can help you secure the lifestyle and privileges you aim for, leveraging your partnership to access the benefits of his wealth. Let's check out a success story of a lucky woman. Are there any fans of Victoria's Secret here? What has been your most unforgettable moment over the years? Miranda Kerr initially won everyone's hearts with her sweet, doll-like face and stunning figure. Establishing her own skincare brand and becoming an inspirational beauty icon. She first married the elf prince and later tied the knot with one of Silicon Valley's youngest and most successful entrepreneurs, making everyone exclaim that girls who smile are always lucky. Among her suitors was also the Asian Gatsby, a wealthy Malaysian who bought her extravagant gifts with his ill-gotten wealth. Kerr was born in Australia and started her modeling career at 13 after winning a national contest. Saying she was born beautiful is not an overstatement. Her career's turning point came in 2006 with Project Runway. It has been on air for 18 seasons and has been nominated for numerous Emmy Awards and won a Cultural Achievement Award. Before the pandemic, I was at Paris Fashion Week and was thrilled to meet Nina Garcia, the judge from the show and current editor-in-chief of Ali US. Kerr first came to prominence in this program and was soon spotted by Maybelline to become their new spokesperson, which made her career soar even higher. She signed with Victoria's Secret, appeared in LV advertisements, and unlike many supermodels known just for their physique, Kerr's figure is exceptionally sexy, yet she possesses a strong contrast, with a sweet, doll-like face, full of allure. However, she is also one of the few down-to-earth supermodels. She also gained fame from her first marriage and seized the opportunity and released her first autobiography that year, Treasure Yourself, sharing her growth experiences and skincare tips. The same year, she launched her own skincare line, focusing on organic, natural ingredients, very much in the Australian tradition. She often shares healthy recipes and lifestyle tips. In summary, Kerr has managed to maintain an image of peaceful, gentle and virtuous life, seen as a goddess by men and a role model by women. After giving birth, Kerr quickly returned to the Victoria's Secret runway, contributing memorable moments, like the show where she accidentally kicked off her shoes and the sweet interaction with the elf prince. Unfortunately, they announced their split in 2013. After her divorce, Kerr was invincible, first causing two prominent tycoons to fight over her in the streets. They were Australia's third richest man and the CEO of an Australian media company. Kerr's list of rumored boyfriends then included Hollywood icons like Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Cruise. The most spectacular of her suitors, however, was the Asian Gatsby. This Mr. Liu was a criminal mastermind. With his deceptive charm and networking skills, he befriended members of the royal families of Brunei and Kuwait, climbed the political and business ladders in the Middle East, and, in collusion with the Prime Minister of Malaysia, embezzled $4.5 billion. He invested in the movie The Wolf of Wall Street, and at his 31st birthday party, pop icon Britney Spears sang for him, attended by Hollywood's finest. His list of rumored girlfriends includes Paris Hilton, Elva Xio, and yes, Kerr. Mr. Liu's spending was extravagant. He gave a white Ferrari to Kim Kardashian as a wedding gift and a Picasso painting to DiCaprio. When tracing Kerr's history, he bought over $8 million worth of jewelry and a $1 million crystal piano for her. But after his downfall, the celebrities proactively returned the gifts to the police, Kerr included. Regardless of how fans view the post-divorce Kerr, her career has flourished tremendously, securing endorsements from Swarovski and climbing to the second place on Forbes' list of global supermodels, with earnings of $7 million. Shortly thereafter, her second husband made a dramatic entrance. He is one of Silicon Valley's most famous CEOs, founder of the highly popular messaging app, Snapchat, which went public successfully. At 26, he surpassed Mark Zuckerberg to become the world's youngest billionaire. He was a rumored boyfriend of Taylor Swift. Born into a wealthy family and passionate about making money, even while studying at Stanford University. To sell ad space in the school newspaper, he would canvass all businesses near the school, becoming a star salesman among the students. A teacher even invited him to give a lecture titled, "How to Successfully Ask Adults for Money," highlighting his exceptional skill in soliciting funds. This later evolved into his capability for financing and mergers. During his student days, under the guise of Red Bull, he proactively sought internships, unconcerned about the lack of salary, as gaining skills was his priority. While at Stanford, there was a Silicon Valley fairy tale circulating among students about a seemingly ordinary tech nerd, coding all day in a regular dorm room, who later became a unicorn. He too joined the entrepreneurial wave, tweaking his classroom project to launch the messaging app, Snapchat. Unexpectedly, it became a craze among American high school students. In 2017, Snapchat went public, and its founder's net worth soared to $5 billion. At the NYSE bell-ringing ceremony, his then-fiancée, Miranda Kerr, radiantly accompanied him. The two had met at an LV dinner. Despite Spiegel being 7 years younger than Kerr, the couple quickly started spreading their love story, and under Kerr's influence, Spiegel also became one of the few fashion-forward CEOs in Silicon Valley, shooting for Vogue and Burberry. Forbes even described him as one of the most talented post-90s individuals. Spiegel enjoys living in mansions, driving luxury cars, and flying in helicopters. I think Kerr has really good taste. Compared to other Silicon Valley CEOs, like the critical and controlling Musk or modest lifestyle Mark Zuckerberg, Spiegel's lifestyle seems better. Kerr didn't let her pregnancy interrupt her work. She continued to show on magazines, promoting a peaceful life. Her second marriage is viewed by many women as a source of positive energy, because Kerr proved that life can be even better after divorce. Knowing that modeling is a short-lived career, she quickly authored another book and started managing her own brand, each of her husbands helping her career or life reach new heights. The second method involves marrying into a prestigious family, particularly one where your spouse is an heir, living off a family trust fund. Such heirs often mingle with peers of similar status, providing a valuable network of contacts. Even if he isn't destined to inherit the most significant assets, or has embarked on personal business ventures, his connections can be invaluable. As a capable woman, you can strategically leverage these relationships to enhance your social standing and career prospects. Essentially, this marriage acts as a powerful endorsement, a social business card that opens doors to higher echelons of society. It's crucial to effectively utilize this endorsement, drawing upon his family's background and resources to elevate your position and reach new professional heights. If you started with nothing, you need to be very docile and careful to win their trust. You have no right for your own opinion in the family. It's about contributing to and fitting into a tightly knit community that values discretion, loyalty, and a shared commitment to certain standards and responsibilities. It requires patience, strategic social skills, and a genuine understanding and alignment with the values and expectations of your new peers. After many years of suffering, you finally move from merely being seen as the wealthy spouse to being a respected and integral member of the elite circle. Let's look at a story of how much effort you need to put on to marry an heir. Karlie Kloss started her career at 15 and was declared one of the top models of the 21st century by Vogue at 18. Despite her immense success and an annual income of $5 million, she still wasn't favored by her parents-in-law, who considered her a misfortune to their family. and excluded her from family gatherings, even after 6 years of dating. What led to this top model being so unwelcome, and what is her life like after marrying into a wealthy family? Born in 1992 in Chicago, Kloss was from a modest background. Her father was a doctor, and her mother a lesser-known artist. She had 3 siblings. Because she grew taller than 5'7", by the last year of elementary school, she was discovered at the age of 12. Thereafter, she modeled for magazines, a job she wasn't passionate about. She wanted to be a doctor or a teacher, taking the modeling job only because it paid well, which helped support her family. Thus, Kloss juggled part-time modeling while continuing her studies, but before finishing high school, she debuted on the runway for the American fashion brand Calvin Klein, kicking off her modeling career. Recalling this experience, she was very nervous throughout, eager for it to end, so she could return to her chemistry homework. Although inexperienced, she attracted the attention of many fashion designers. Professionals stated that her cat-like eyes and long legs made her born for the runway. 3 months later, at Paris Fashion Week, she again took to the stage, freely showcasing the designer outfits. By then, authoritative magazines had named her the top model of the spring season. In her second year of modeling, at just 17, she became the opening model for various major brands, adaptable on the runway from cute to seductive, from passionate to icy, mastering every style. Her distinctive looks made her popular among the public, and due to her strong adaptability and unique charm, she rose to second place on the Supermodel Top 50 list within a year. At 18, she signed on as the opening model for the Victoria's Secret show, stunning everyone on her first appearance. The most expensive pair of golden wings by Victoria's Secret was worn by her. Her successful career led to numerous endorsements, and she frequently appeared on the covers of major fashion brand magazines. In 2015, she made the Forbes list of the world's most captivating models, with an annual income of $5 million, achieving tremendous success that many seasoned models might envy. She also managed her personal life well, spending considerable time maintaining relationships with those around her. This included her wealthy heir boyfriend, Joshua Kushner, the second son of the prominent American Kushner family. His father owns 13 million square feet of real estate and is a famous real estate tycoon, now worth about $2 billion. His sister-in-law is Ivanka Trump, the daughter of the former president, Donald Trump. Inheriting his family's investment talent, Kushner started his own business in his junior year of college and founded Thrive Capital in 2009, a company that attracted $40 million in investments from major institutions. In 2012, after the acquisition of Instagram and Facebook, his investment returns doubled within 3 days, making him famous. He then established an insurance fund company, now valued at $2.7 billion. The couple's romance began in 2012, meeting at a Victoria's Secret show after party, their relationship described by the media as a beautiful supermodel meeting a wealthy, handsome man from a prestigious family. However, their relationship did not progress smoothly because the Kushner family believed the match was unsuitable. Despite Kloss's excellence and million-dollar income, her achievements were insignificant in the eyes of the wealthy family. American author Vicky Ward once wrote a book about the ambition and corruption in the Kushner group, which included a section on their romantic life. She wrote that, despite dating Kloss for 6 years, Kushner's parents still refused to meet her and did not allow her to attend family gatherings. The family consistently spoke ill of her behind her back, and there were 2 main reasons for her unpopularity. First, the difference in faith. Perhaps the family was Jewish and very strict about religion, hoping their offspring would marry someone of the same bloodline, and Kloss, not being Jewish, was naturally not considered. When the family learned about Kushner's relationship with her, they united against him, not only expressing much criticism, but also referring to Kloss as that underwear model, instead of by her name, saying that marrying her would doom the family's lineage. The second reason was her lack of formal education. Kloss did not attend college, starting her career straight after high school, which meant her credentials were only at a high school level. Therefore, she was not considered suitable to be a wealthy daughter-in-law. Despite being saddened and angered by this, Kloss did not relent and made corresponding changes. She first announced in February 2015 that she was stepping back from the fashion stage to have more time to enhance her education. That same year, she enrolled at New York University to study computer science, cooking, and business management. She said that, besides being better able to help her boyfriend in the future, this action was also meant to convey a message to young women that relying solely on beauty is not enough. Everything requires hands-on effort and hard work to build a successful life. Simultaneously, to empower and encourage more girls passionate about success, she established a scholarship named Code with Kloss, hoping more girls would also study this course and achieve their dreams. It benefits from Kushner's tech industry ties, enhancing the program's visibility and expanding its reach. His understanding of the tech landscape and startup ecosystem could have guided Kloss in strategically positioning her coding camps to attract young women into STEM fields. Additionally, Kushner's influence might have helped open doors for collaborations with fashion and technology brands, thereby integrating Kloss's interests in both fields and helping her build a multifaceted career. These collaborations not only boost Kloss's professional profile, but also align with her personal interests in empowering young women through education and technology. Besides this, she convinced her parents to change her faith to Judaism. Instead, she attended a Jewish home to study conversion course in New York and followed the Jewish Sabbath, disconnecting from her phone or any outside contact from sunset every Friday until sunset on Saturday. In an interview with the British Vogue, she talked about the great determination needed to change faiths. Kloss mentioned that, when discussing this with her family, she really did not know how to start, but she understood that she always considered him worth committing her future to, and he worked so hard for his wealthy family, yet without any contact. The book also mentioned that Joshua's brother's attitude towards her never improved. When he and Ivanka watched news about Kloss on American websites, he always referred to this supermodel as not one of our kind. This comment was almost another denial of everything for Kloss. During times of heartbreak and sadness, she even considered giving up the relationship. But fortunately, her boyfriend always supported her the most and patiently persuaded his family to accept her during their dating period. He even debated with his family over Ivanka's background, asking why they could accept her, but not his girlfriend, when neither girl was Jewish. The answer he received was, because Ivanka's surname was Trump, which enabled his brother to successfully become the White House chief of staff, allowing the Kushner family to bridge political and business realms. However, wealthy families traditionally only mingle with people of background. A mere model from a modest family is certainly not the ideal candidate for a daughter-in-law in a prestigious family. The brutal truth that interests determine everything also meant that Kloss was never accepted, before or after marriage. There were reports that, sometimes when Joshua needed to speak at public events, Kloss wanted to go to the venue to support and encourage her boyfriend, but was stopped at the door by his staff. The reason for being stopped was that his parents had ordered from the start of their relationship that employees should not allow Kloss to appear as the future daughter-in-law at any public event because the family did not recognize her. Despite this, Joshua still married her under all this pressure. Although the wedding was small-scale, it was enough to satisfy Kloss, and the presence of his parents and brother and sister-in-law at the ceremony served as an indirect acknowledgement of her. More than a year into their marriage, the in-laws still looked down on their son's wife, always considering her presence in the family a misfortune. In March 2021, the couple welcomed their first child. Perhaps having provided a descendant for the family, his parents gradually changed their views towards their daughter-in-law, now considering Kloss an admirable role model for working women, albeit only a single sentence, but it shows that the supermodel's years of effort finally yielded good results. Recent reports show that she seems to have returned to doing what she loves, returning to the fashion industry to shoot major pieces, and as before, her sharp runway stride and superior demeanor attract everyone's attention. Additionally, her husband organized a wedding ceremony just for them at a ranch in Wyoming. Only close friends from the industry were invited, but in the dreamy setting, the newlyweds smiled sweetly and movingly, much like their enduring love. As we've explored, marrying into wealth can open the gates to high society, but it doesn't secure your place there. Whether you align yourself with a self-made magnate or an established heir, It requires strategic use of your new social standing to build genuine relationships and establish your own influence. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. If you do not want to miss our decoding of the high society game with skill and sophistication,